the weekend, the race for 270 continues, leaving voters across the country and around the world on edge. Here in Massachusetts, VP Biden victorious, winning the state. And tonight, a local connection. Joining us now is former Springfield Mayor Bob Markel, who also happens to be an elector in the Electoral College, as well as VP Biden's very dear friend. Thank you for being here with us tonight.
Pleasure. Thank you.
So this is a very big week. It's been a huge week. And Bob, we last spoke with you in August before you were to introduce your former high school classmate Joe Biden at the Democratic National Convention. I want to have you just reflect on what that meant to you and your friendship with the presidential nominee.
Well, it's just amazing to me. I'm almost in shock that somebody that I went to high school with and actually used to give him a ride to school every day when we were juniors and seniors is going to become in January the most powerful man on earth. So I was surprised on Tuesday late that it looked like he was losing. Then I woke up Wednesday morning and it's been positive ever since.
Yeah, long friendships like that are hard to come by, so that's amazing. And so you're also an elector in the Electoral College, and you told us that you'd feel honored to cast your electoral vote for Joe Biden should he carry the Commonwealth of Massachusetts in November. You spoke it into fruition, so tell us what that was like for you.
Well, it'll be a special honor. I wanted to be a delegate to the convention, and I got a call from Philadelphia that said, we'd like you to be an elector and we'll get you an endorsement by the candidate. I said, fine. I mean, I have always had an interest, believe it or not, in the Electoral College. I'm probably one of those who thinks it ought to be abolished, but nevertheless, on the mid-December, I'll be there and be very proud in the chamber of the House of Representatives to cast a vote, one of the 11 votes in Massachusetts for Joe Biden to become president of the United States.
And so Biden has been very calm and collective in his addresses and even on social media this week, reassuring the American people to keep the faith and making a huge push to make sure that every vote is counted. I just want to ask you, is that the Joe that you knew from high school? Just tell us about his outlook on life.
Well, certainly so. He was clearly someone who had an interest in political leadership. He was the president of our class, made it very clear right after he graduated from law school that he wanted to get into politics. I tell the story that my young wife and I went to see his young wife and Joe in his new house in Wilmington. Shortly after we had finished our studies, probably we were 22, 23 years old, and I sat down in his living room. 2 dogs popped out, and I said, "You got dogs?" He said, "Yes." I said, "What are their names?" He said, "One's named Senator and the other's named Governor." And that kind of tells you where he was headed.
Yeah, it does. All right, Bob Markel, former mayor of Springfield and elector in the Electoral College. We thank you so much for sitting down with us tonight.
Great. Thank you very much.